Attention, attention, attention. This is the Tao Net B of the day. If anyone would like to check in, you can feel free to do so. This is a little bit early, 1 minute early. So you can come in with your call sign.
Tango Yankee 4 Limo Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Foxtrot, November Hotel.
Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Wow, so many people. Okay, let me go through the list. We have T4LEI, we have CXG, SXG, GEI, FNG, and DNG. Hey, anyone else that I missed? Anyone else that want to check in? Please come now. Okay, let's begin. This is the Tao Net B of the day. I am your net controller, Tango Yankee 9, Yank. Delay issue now. Oh my goodness. Hey, Tango Yankee 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, Echo, Echo. Remind you all that the net is being recorded for training purposes. So, let's begin the net. The delay issue is so funny. Everyone's like Tango Yanko, Tanky Yankee. Okay, so this morning we have one topic that brought out from the Cantonese net. It's called the Gong Feng, to offer your faith. And we should talk about this again. Some people missed it, not here. So yeah, let's talk about this again. So you Gong Feng your God, then you put your faith in the God. Anything that you want to do, you don't make decision yourself. You hand the mic over, right? Let the God tell you what to do. So it's kind of like a child with the parent, right? The child wants to do something, they don't say it like I want to, they will tell mom or dad and let them make decision, right? So you always give the God the power to lead. Sometimes it is like a very obvious thing, but you can also inform the God and see, what they say. So let's say you're like, you have a routine that you do. For example, now I'm about to do caddying, right? Well, I will tell the God that I am going to do caddying and see what the God will say. If the God doesn't say anything, then I'm doing it. But if there's something, the God might inform me right away. And hey, no, today you're not doing caddying, right? Like you will know. There is always a chance for something like that to happen. Or if you're like trying to decide how to pack in everything in the morning, well, I need to do caddying, the qigong, the this and that. hey, maybe let the God make the decision and you try to follow what he said. Sometimes the God will say, nah, just skip that one. Just skip this one. And then things make like, everything is made easier somehow. So instead of thinking so hard on your own, it is a good thing to push it to the God and let them make the final decision. And div doesn't always have to be like positive, negative, and the same. Sometimes you can invent a way. Like if I always have six things to do, okay? For example, catting, music, KJ, cleaning the house, eating, or maybe sleeping. Okay, okay. So six things. I can use a dice. I can use a wheel of fortune, kind of like that lucky wheel, right? And I just tell the God to make the decision for me. But mind you all, there's a boundary here. You cannot use an app. Whatever you use to ask the God must be controlled by your hand. That is the thing that cannot change. Okay, because the God needs to influence you, like through your body, to influence the outcome. And if you use an app, the God can't do anything about it. It's the computer that is doing the job. So anything can be a div tool, including like, you just grab a bunch of rice, a stone, some leaves, anything can be a div tool. You can make up like what this mean, what that mean, and then tell the God, and then do the div. It will work that way. So being creative is very important. Let's turn the mic to Tango Yankee 4 Lima Echo India.
Tango Yankee 4 Limo Echo India. Uh yes, John. Yeah. Um uh Dang, what was I about to say again? Hmm. I what was the topic again? Like it just slipped through my mind just now.
You see, you have some chi issue. Huh? Neutral chi is running low for you. You can tell already. Um, well, the last thing we talked about was the div that can be used like with any tools. And you need to be the one to be creative to set like what this mean, what that means, and then you can use it. Like there's like a dice that has like a six side, and every side is like those whiteboard. It's like you can write with a marker and erase it. So there's like this thing on Alley, and so you have six choices, right? So what do you want to do? And then you write six different things, and then you throw the dice and let the god pick what to do. So that can also be a div as well, right? And you can be very creative with your div by thinking about like other ways to div instead of like just using whatever is in the lineage. Okay, Mike, back to you.
Okay, yes, I done. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Like for example, like if you can't figure out what to do, like for example, like I want to eat something today. Like I want to like you can't figure out like what to eat, and maybe something like that would be nice. Like you kind of roll and or maybe like do like a spin the wheel type of thing. Say oh, I want to eat rice. I want to eat this and that. And then like let the God decide and stuff like that. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice. So give me some ideas about like you want like certain magic tools uh to do this and that. As long as the God agree to it, right? Like then it's fine, right? yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, and it kind of reminds me like what happens like if you want to like if you're doing like a job search or something like that and you div uh yeah like so more like you should like go more on the ST and Yum and Young, um but if yeah that's what I'm kind of wondering. Oh dang, somebody knocked at my door. I'll be back. TY for earlier.
No problem. Busy over there. Don't worry, it's not wing over there. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear, but yes, you can use div for job search. Now, let's say you have let's say well, I find like four jobs that it's in my list. First of all, you have to decide, right? Like these four are the doable ones and the ones that could be good. So I tell the God, okay, I label this job one, job two, job three, job four, right? Okay, so what I can do is I can use many ways to get four numbers, right? So if I have like four cards, right, like a playing card maybe, I pick out the one, two, three, four, and then I mix it, right? And then I ask the God, like, okay, pick one for me, right? And depending on what God, if you want to ask the seafood, then you do the hospital one, and then you shuffle the card, right? And you shuffle the card until you're blanked out, like you're not thinking, and then you pick one. And when you pick one, make sure you're not thinking as well. So while you're doing it, your God can actually kick in because like the shuffling part is important. That's the part when like you kind of give up yourself and let the God take over. Okay, so the senses is coming in while you shuffle, and that can be a way to have the God pick instead of like you trying to like use a yum yum sing, like that for every job, and that will be like very tedious, right? So you pick one, two, three, four, and then well, hey, let's say what if all four are bad, right? Then I put this, like maybe I'll do this. I'll say I'll use a whole deck of 52 cards, right? And then whenever I pick out the card, it is not that, I will try again. So if I try three times and I still don't pick a one, two, three, four, then it means all choices are not so good. Maybe I'll ask again later when I find new choices. I can also do that. Okay, so it really depends on you, how you want to talk to the God. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Hey,
Yes, Ajahn. I would say for the earlier so I have a question. Probably hopefully it's not beyond the subject right now. But is there a way to get a much more sophisticated answer from the God? I do remember in previous lessons you said as we progress in our walk as Taoists and more time you spend, we would be able to get a lot more sophisticated answers rather than just yum, sing, or yang. Would that be also applicable to some of the definition tools that we would create ourselves? Back to you. Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
it's hard to explain to you because you don't know that much yet. But like okay, let's say you understand the five element phases, and we use that with a deck of cards to div, right? With a formation and also the nine star theory, we can check on like the element, like each five phases, and see like the strength of each according to the result, and we can judge based on the situation. Like it can get very sophisticated like that, but if you don't understand those like five element, bagua, and then nine star and all that, you don't understand enough, then it's like not possible to do it. What I'm introducing right now is more like a newbie method that can allow you to div without going stupid and like, um, okay, I have like four things. What should I eat? Chicken, fish, beef, or pork? And then you're like, chicken, is it good? Three times the div cup. Oh, young, and then like this one, yum, this one, sing. Right? It's like so stupid. You're like asking every choices one by one, then it's like, very, very stupid way of doing a div. So instead, why don't you just like, one, two, three, four, and let the god pick, right? The whole concept of divination is to talk to the god with a set of rules that you and the god have agreed with. And the rule doesn't need to be like so stupid, right? So the main point is doing the div efficiently and providing the God you want them to answer with. Sometimes we want to leave a blank, like what if the answer is out of all these four choices? Like everyone is not good, right? What if that, right? But sometimes I don't need him to say that because that's all I have in the house. So I will just skip the blank. So it depends, Sometimes you want a wild card, sometimes you don't. And you can actually use anything as a divination tool as long as you set the meaning into everything. So I here have like mahjong, I have the pai gao, it's like a domino, and I have dice, and I have all kinds of weird stuff. I even use like a Chinese chess as a div tool. So yeah, there's like a lot of different ways to div. And the truth is, if you can invent a div system, right, and it's like very, very cool in a way, then you can use that to, show off in in the outside and like, oh, let me write a book about this. Suddenly it looks like so cool, huh? So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm talking about today, the creativity of divination. Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, this topic is fascinating and one I've been meaning to get further into, particularly with using the cards, which I haven't really used before much. Um, I do have a set of cards floating around that's quite nice that I bought for the purpose, but I haven't really used them. Um, uh, I I posted online a picture of a system that is called geomancy, and there's 16 different kind of little pictograms that are made by flipping coins or anything that's got two sides to it, to make 16 different patterns, and each pattern has a particular kind of meaning to it. I was wondering if maybe you could take that idea and then apply our own interpretation on each of those patterns, perhaps as a to give 16 options instead of three. It's just an idea, or something similar to that. Also, I was thinking of if I was to get just a pack of cards and put a sticker on I don't know 20 of them, and wrote a clear word on each sticker that meant something. For example, um, I don't know, success or bad idea, or maybe you should think about something different, something like that, and then have that written on each card, and then you choose a card, and it would give you like a set meaning. Would that be a possibility? TY4 SHG.
What you said, anything is possible. Any method is usable. You can even take a tarot card and convert it into Taoism, right? It's like, do you want to or not? It's not, can we? It's like, we can do anything. Now, talking about that, we have to go back to the immortal. Okay. Now, there are default methods in the lineage, like the div cup. like the way how I use the playing card, like the way how I use my mahjong, right? Those are like system that is set in the lineage, which are foundational. They are like already set and developed, and I know what it means. There's no guessing, and it's use and trial. Then everything is like it can't go wrong, right? Because I have everything set already. So those are like fail-proof method because it was like there's like a system in the lineage that is set in already. Now, if you found something out there, it is not in the lineage system yet, then you have to be the one to start it up, right? So in order to start it up, let's say you have let's say you're using a deck of cards, like the game then you have to look at the analyze it, and then like you have to tell yourself what each card means and lay out all the rules and type it out, right? Organize it. And when you're like happy with the system, okay, now you can use it with your god and try it out a few times and you like it, then you can, upload the system to the court. And now the court is like, okay, this will be official then. And then everyone else then can use it if they can connect to the court. Okay. Now, this is called the immortal inside the card. You are cultivating the immortal of each card that is in the deck because you are like nonstop putting more information inside. And as you use it for real, those immortal will grow. Like it grows on you. You will feel like more and more juicy. Like, hey, this card can mean that too. And then eventually, you see, when you use it again and again, they give you ideas as if the cards are alive. Okay, so that's what you can get out of it. And yeah, you can use what you found. Um, Basically, I would say it is a wise choice to use patterns as divination guides because if you like go very specific, then there's like no way to interpret something in many ways. Then when you're trying to use it, you will get stuck. So we always use patterns or metaphors because one thing can mean many things. Now, let me just take a little bit of time here to add in one more point. This is one of the things I wanted to do and had in mind, but I couldn't really do it yet. Um, well, because I don't know where to do it, or maybe even if I know it's like kind of expensive for now. Full head card. So it's like a tarot card deck, but it has like all the gods in the lineage. So every god has a full head and then a picture, and you can like use that as a card deck. And well, when you combine that with the div cup, it can become a very cool system. And like, hey, what should I do with this case? And then you pick out a card. Oh, I pick out the Mlui Xin Si, right? The five thunder god. Oh, he's like a very aggressive attacker. So to deal with this case, I need to be aggressive. I need to like be mean and stuff. Like you instantly get it because of the vibe of the god, right? And that will be a very interesting way to do the div. But well, still in progress. Tango Yankee 2, Golf India, no, Golf Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India. I, yeah, I love this topic. I was lucky enough to get in on the net earlier, so I got to hear some of this, but the reiterations about how anything can be divination is pretty inspiring. If I understand correctly, uh, the only real concession is that you have to know the rules and you have to agree upon those rules with the gods you're speaking to before that divination form can work. Um, I used to read tarot cards, and I was considered pretty good at it. Um, but especially, in more recent years, it's actually been a few years since I did anything at all with them. I used it more primarily as a way to talk to people about things that honestly we both already knew, but they weren't ready to hear. You know, for some reason, if they were willing to ask for a tarot reading about it, then that was a way for me to give them a message that they would be receptive to. Um, but because tarot cards can, like, they have prescribed meanings, but the metaphors attached to all of the imagery involved can become very complex, and the meanings can become a little murky, a little manipulable, a little vague. It's like the more that you get to know the card, the more an expansive vocabulary each card actually has. So I'm really curious about um, how the way that tarot cards are typically read could be converted into a more precise uh, Tao aligned method. Also, a note to you, Monsieur John, it is expensive, but there are certainly game card companies in particular, uh, especially the ones who do custom and artisan tarot decks that would certainly print that for you. And I'm pretty sure you could get like a tester set for pretty cheap. That's me. Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Haha, I guessed it right. I know you have something to do with that tarot card. Well, uh, okay, before I talk about how to do that properly, um, I have to say that the actual witch doing the tarot is not like it's just a card and then you read. No, it's not. Okay. Because when I was young, I knew like real witches who are like they are like a group of people who do magic and they they talk to things. Okay, so they raise their spirits and stuff in the card deck, and they will talk to them, and they will talk to them like like crazy, and be it real or fake, it's not like they don't believe it is just cards. They know they're talking to something, so it's more than a card game. To them, it's like a magic tool. Okay, that's what it is. They're like a magic tool. Now, however, the whole tarot card system is not complete. Why? Like you said, because there are so many meanings to this, so many meanings to that, and it's become very like unclear, right? Now, you know why? Here's the thing. Think about it this way. The whole system doesn't have a way to check with whatever you're talking to. Is it a yes or no? Like there's no way to do that. How stupid can it be? Right? And why is it like that? Because the whole system is incomplete. You don't have like an actual master teaching you. They don't give you the key. That's the issue. So with the witch people, they have a method anyway. So what we can do, okay, think about it this way. If you combine the div cup with the tarot card, who are you talking to at the first place, right? Oh, I'm talking to, let's say, Hu Hong Xiang Xiang. Okay, so I use this deck of cards with him, and he is okay with it. Now, I spend some time, maybe like half an hour, looking over every card in front of him. And then I ask myself what this can mean, what this can mean, right? And I lay out some basics, okay? And then I look over every card and I know what each card is supposed to mean now, right? Okay, now you do like, you have to invent a way to pull the cards out. How many cards are you reading? What formation? How? Why? Hey, why not incorporate, let's say, the five elements, right? So the center is Earth, which is the subject or the person. So I'm not going to put a card in there. So I put a card around 4 direction around the person's name. And that means I am now checking up on the person, uh, like the 4 different elements, right? I'm checking up on what's going on with his mental side, or his reality soon to be side, or things already established in the post heaven, or things in the pre heaven coming in. I have 4 elements to look at and what each card can mean in that section. Okay, now I have a formation. I post the card out, I read, and then, okay, I personally feel right away it's supposed to mean that, right? Now you take a div cup and you ask, do you, like the God, do you mean this? And you div. If the God is like, okay, so you make an agreement. If yang, then it's like very close. If sing is perfect, yum is a no, right? If it's very close, I take another chance to like kind of work my way into that direction and modify my answer. Is it good now? Is it good now? Right? And eventually you gotta sing and okay, exactly. Right? Then now the card is like very clear of what it's trying to say. But back then when you're reading, who are you talking to? Right? Like who? The card? The card, well, the card is nothing. It's just dead objects. So yeah, now you know who you're talking to, and you have a yes no. Then everything become clear. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Foxtrot November Golf.
Tango Yankee 2 Foxtrot November Golf. Yeah, divination tools are very interesting. I read some of the Chinese way. I also have had play with the tarot card, the cards that they have. I also know that I heard Chinese system has a few things. I think the hexagram thing is 64, but I'm not sure. Maybe you can shed some light to them. I think the 64 hexagram was at 384 different I guess variations. I don't know so much about it, but there's like 2 different versions. I think there's a plum blossom and also the other one. I forgot the Chinese name. But yeah, they're very interesting. But I think it's too complicated. There's too many rules, and actually, since I start with us, actually I purchased the Michael cards pretty cute as well. But it's so complicated for me as well. But yeah, I have heard this system, but I think I'm interested in learning more about how you use um, the div cup, and I like the idea of doing the full head that you have with all different gods. I wonder how many options will you have that? Would that be maybe not a lot? Nah, that's it for me. TY2 Foxtrot November Golf. Do you hear it? Hello? Oh,
Hey, we got you. Yeah. Okay. Um. Where do I start? Oh, the full head. We have I think 60 something full head. It's a lot of full heads. We have a lot of God in the lineage. But yeah, keeping it simple now, so everyone is learning one first. um, the thing you mentioned, the Bakwa and the Yiking, is actually not that hard. But for you, especially you, I want to keep it simple, so don't dig into that yet, because that the other thing, like you need to spend a JOG time to learn it. I can teach you the whole thing in one lesson, but it's not going to be better than you using the div cup and also using other methods like maybe like a fortune wheel, something that you can write the stuff on and spin the wheel, that kind of thing. It That will be even better, or deck of card those are like easier to understand and easier to use. Um, well, the Bagua Yiking is not hard. Okay. I can give you like an example right now. You can kind of get it this way. So if you read from the top, okay, the top, there's one line, right? And then the bottom, there's one line. The middle, there's one line, okay? Look at this as in like the D1, the D6, and the bottom, and you have D8. Okay, so it's kind of like what is the potential, and then what is in D6 in progress, and then what is in reality, right? So you can see the yam or yang and interpret what's going on. For example, if you're asking the god, like, let's say today I want to go out and buy grocery, right? And let's say we got a okay, so the top line is broken, it's a yum, right? So in pre-heaven, there's like not much potential going on. And then in D6 is also a yum, so there's nothing much going on as well. And in reality, D8 is yang, right? So it's positive. So I'm going to go buy grocery, it means that I don't have much help for ideas coming in, and it's not going to be a day that I can really think. But it is okay in physical reality. I can still go. Okay, so isn't that simple? Now you have three lines explained, right? So why do they have six line? Because the first three line usually talks about before you go, like the situation before, and then the next three line is about after, like after you go, this will be most likely what's going to happen. So you can interpret it, but just looking at the line doesn't really tell you the answer. You always have to use the div cup to check is that what the god really mean. Like the tarot card, there's like so many different ways to interpret. Who knows what is the actual answer? Well, use the div cup. Okay, so back to the basic. If you don't have a way to check with the god, yes, no, or whatever, like your divination is broken. This is the basic. The first step of divination is always the yum yang, always a yes, no. Okay. Uh, okay. Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. One more call. Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. Okay, properly. He's busy. Anyone else want to check in? One more call. Anyone else want to check in? Okay, back to the top. Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India. Tango Yankee 4, Lima Echo India.
Yes, John. Yeah, I dozed off again.
I can tell. You got sung out. It's okay. No problem. It is your turn. You can bring up anything you want.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think cause yesterday I was like removing all the stuff, and I went through the Instagram and like I like cause I heard like the topic about like how a photo is like a rep. And yeah, I think I spend a lot of time doing that, and then yeah, today I'm kind of shunned out because of that. But yeah, you explained how a photo is kind of like a rep and it's kind of like a portal going through. So if it's something you don't want, it could like end up going over to the house and stuff like that. So yesterday, as soon as I got home, like I burned up the pictures and everything. TY4LEI.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're going through some special hurdles, so it's understandable. No need to feel guilty about being churned out. Uh, just, just that output a lot of energy just to kill those portals as well, and it's a lot of ye crap. When you burn, you realize that like first the ye crab is contained into that thing. When you burn it, the ye crab releases, and it pollutes everywhere. So you better cleanse the house. House, you don't want to use like the like your own power. You want to use the altar's power. You're running low, so you can take the whisk, right? Upload incense, and you can actually upload incense to Sanlong Palace, right? Using Harspell 4, and then ask them to give you help for this. And then you take the whisk and circle over instance, 3 times clockwise, 3 times counterclockwise, right? And do a div. If they're good, then you can take the whisk and whisk around the house to clean up the yeast crap. And then when you're all done, you whisk everything into like toward the altar side, and you want to whisk everything back to the court. Okay, so the court can swallow that for you, then your altar don't have to take the load. So that's something you should do. Clean up the house and everything because a lot of crap is there. Don't forget the outside where you're burning, okay, and your car and everything, right? So while Wing is not here, you should do more to clean up the house. It's going to kill you big time. Okay, Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Well, Sajang, you have mentioned about the tarot cards. I was wondering if you could speak a little bit on the I Ching. I've briefly heard about it, not too knowledgeable about it. I don't know if we use that system or if it's even valid because I know it's pretty old, and a lot of the old stuff you say from China isn't necessarily the best thing to rely on, and especially how they have a lot of propaganda and they promote a lot of crap. So, yeah, back to you, TY2CSG.
The I Ching iPhone. No, it's called the I Ching. I, the I, right? It's that Mandarin. It's called Yiking in Cantonese. Yik. Okay, it means change. So the book of change, right? Is like about the transitions. So basically, what they do is they break up every like happenings into eight, and then they break eight into eight, and so there goes 64. It's basically all about like different stages of how things happen. It's kind of like nine star, but if you use like 9 times 9, that is like 81, right? So yeah, um, there was actually a book that uses the nine stroke instead of six, so that's like the nine star, and there is more combination. But I can tell you, like the bottom line is, it's bullshit. Like they just try to complicate things so that it looks so like complicated, right? Because or else, if you make it sound so simple, everyone can brew up something at home, then it doesn't sell in the bookstore. So that's the problem. If you have to learn the Yiking from me, it's like you just need one JOG class. Yeah, and there's no need for a book. You don't memorize the crap, okay? You do not memorize. It's like you know how to cook. You don't memorize cookbook. You just cook and you learn. That's it. You understand, you can interpret anything, okay? So there's no need to memorize. Like I said, like one basic startup is treat the 3 lines, like just look at 3 lines, and you have the top as D1, bottom is D6, middle is D8. So you know what 168 is, right? So one is like in pre-heaven potential. Six is something that came to post-heaven in the uh, like the mental side, the soul, right? And then you have eight, which is the physical. You look at the condition of each, and you can already know is it like good or bad here or there. Then you know when is it a good time to do something. So let's say you're going to like talk business with someone, right? And you got a result. Let's say the middle line is broken. That's it. Okay. So what does that mean? I'm going to like go here and meet up this guy and talk business. Okay. In D8, there's a negative. So physically, it might not look good, but there's potential. And the soul is actually pretty good, right? In D6. So that means we should talk and make friends, but not actually finalize because in D8 it's not ready. Okay, now you know how to talk your business, right? Isn't that simple? Okay, Tango Yankee 4, Sierra Hotel Golf. Hey, hey, hey.
Tango Yankee for Sierra Hotel Golf. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Fuhead deck. That'd be awesome. And if you could have like like if you have the image of the god like you've done already with the gods that you've done images for, with the Fuhead, either at the top or the bottom or on top of the picture, that'd be awesome. Um, yeah, I'd love that. It could be like something that we could all use, and we could download it maybe. Um, uh, anyway, what was I gonna say? Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm about to. I'm in my car now. I'm about to head out. I'm not sure if my reception will disappear. Um, oh yeah, I was also thinking with my set of like that bead. I don't know if you saw the photo I put on online of my new beads, where each one is a different color, so that I can remember which one, which kind of immortal I'm putting into each one better, um, and know which side I'm starting on. When I'm starting, because I wasn't sure. Did I start on this side before? Because they were all the same color. So I was gonna paint the first one next to the big bead, but I wasn't. I thought I'd just get different colored ones. I thought it was good. Um, but I was thinking maybe I could make a like just get a bunch of cardboard and write the names of each one, and give a certain meaning to each one, and then cultivate those immortals from the beads as a set of as an oracle deck. Um, and I can ask questions using the same immortals that I'm cultivating with the beads. Um, Anyway, this is just an idea I had. TY4 State Street.
Oh yeah, that can be done. Also this morning, uh, Hong from China brought up something and relate to you. He was asking me about the purple food paper, and I said the purple food paper is specially used as the Teensy, the Celestial Master food that we use here. So those food are checked with the Dialotin God, right? The God that the other world. So it's not like you need to check it yourself. We put it there to let them approve it, right? So that is the fun part because I gave you one of those and I gave Lay one of those. And guess what happened in the same year? Wow, big change, right? You have your new altar room and clean up that room of junk, and that was a big move. And then Lay, he got a wing, and his car is like no more people stealing car, and there was a few times that almost something happened, but actually he was fine. So it was quite amazing with those fools. Okay, passing the mic to Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India. It's so funny. I was not around at the time that that happened, but I think everybody knows about Lay and the card themes. Oh, there's an ongoing grudge there. Um, yeah. Um, the I Ching sounds like a fascinating system, and bizarrely intuitive for as complicated as it looks on the outside. So if you ever do a JLG class on that, I would be interested in attending. Um, Definitely going to focus for now on the div cups, the simple yes or no, uh, daily, uh, not just daily, but like constant communication with the gods, more communication, updates with the lineage. Um, Maybe at some point I will get back around to working with the tarot cards and feeling a lot more precise in who I am talking to and how to get clear, concrete answers now. Those are the two things that were really missing from my practice. There's a lot of debate in the witch community that I grew up around, like, what is this connecting to? There were some that specifically dedicated their cards to a specific deity, but that certainly wasn't everyone's practice. Some people said that the cards themselves hold power, and some people, and I kind of fell into this camp when I didn't want to connect my cards to anything, because I think I sort of intuitively knew the e-gods are out there. They're not all well-intentioned. Not every deity is a benevolent one, even if they wear a benevolent face. Um, so it was like, well, the cards are just like a mirror for our own subconscious knowledge, which also kind of felt like bullshit. So I am very grateful for the clarifications that came out today. Tango Yankee 2, Gulf Echo India.
Well, luckily you didn't connect it to anything. To your Yunsan, you were always using the Yunsan as a div source, um, pretty much like that. So in a way, you're like what you said. You're mirroring your subconsciousness, which is your Yunsan. Okay, your subconsciousness come from the Yunsan. So basically, that's what you were doing what you said. Um, the Yiking, well, it's not hard. It just eh, like I said, if you look at the book and try to like flip the book, your king is doomed. Like it's crazy. What are you doing? Like you're trying to memorize all that stuff? No way, right? But if you have a pattern to start with and you understand what each part is about, that is not so hard. Now, giving you all an example here, I just wrote this out. So let's say you guys found a house and you want to do a div with the Yiking to see if this is a good house or not, right? So with some method, we got 6 lines from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom, we have 6 lines, and we call this like the first group on top, which is the three, and then the bottom on top, which is the other three. Okay, now the top part is about like the house that you see right now, like now. Okay, how is it? And the bottom three is talking about after, like I bought the house, how will it be? Okay, so the first set I have yum yang yum. Okay, so it's like broken, not broken, broken. Okay, that's the thing. So if you look at it this way, the D1, the potential, like right now, okay, is not really good. The D6, not really connected to use like there, but in D8, it is pretty good. So it looks good, but it's not really for you. Okay. Now, however, what happened if you buy it? Then the next one tells you. So the next group say yang, yum, yum. Okay. So the first line is not broken. And then next line is broken. Next line is broken. Okay. So what that means is the D1 will be good. So after you buy it, okay, there is potential that can grow out of it. But the D8 and D6 is not going to make you happy. So now you can decide on how you want to proceed. So there is potential. It's not like there's no potential. It's a really bad house. No, if you really decided to buy it, there's potential. But there's a lot of things to fix and there's a lot of problems to follow. But if you really want to, well, yeah, maybe in the future it will turn good if you buy it. But if you don't buy it right now, just looking at the house, the potential and everything is pretty crappy, but the outside looks pretty good. Okay, so there is a lot of things hidden in D8, which could be discovered with a house check. Like you bring someone over to take a look at the house, and then you find out, oh shit, so many things broken. The tower is broken, here's broken, like that. Those kind of things might happen. So this is a quick demo of Yiking Diff, and I don't need any book or whatever because the way we interpret the lines are based on like how the logic goes with the Yum Yang and 168. There you go. Tango Yankee 2, Foxtrot November Golf.
Tango Yankee 2 Foxtrot November Golf. Yijing, that's interesting. Yeah, 168. I know I understand what it means, and with the 6 line, that's amazing. I saw one of your book on the Amazon Kindles. You have one book related to Jimin Dunja. I think that's more complicated. I read it somewhere. It's 1,080 different formations, and it goes by the I guess it's in a circle of every 2 hours, and depend, I guess, on the stars and the doors and all that. Is that relating to like, do we have any relationship with that, or just another system of counting? I didn't read the details on the books, but I saw one of your books on Kindles, Amazon Kindles. But I learned a lot more about 168 and the how you interpret the Yi Jing's very symbol. But yeah, I like to use the disc. I like the small ones that I have. It's really convenient, but I haven't really cleansed it and know how to use it. I have to train it. I think it's much easier than my muscle testing thing. It's a lot faster. I hope I can, utilize it. For sure. But I guess yeah, I will give it back to you as Sejong to give some light onto the Jim and Dunja TY2 FNG.
Okay. Keimuntungkap is not a divination. It's basically a bunch of knowledge about the using the Earthling branch and the heavenly stamps and all that to lay out the formations, and it really doesn't have anything to do with divination. We use those knowledge just like the 9 star. It's pretty much like how you bring the energy from pre to post heaven, and those books, you don't need to read them. It's pretty much like, you have to put some stuff on Amazon to catch people's attention only. It's not really meant to be for you to self-study. If you want to learn, eventually I will teach too. Okay. And when you learn it from me, it's very, very different from book. One thing is, well, why do I need to teach everyone everything in one book, right? And also, I teach different disciple a different thing. Like if that disciple is like he know Chinese, right? Then I would use a Chinese way to teach it, and he can learn it easily. But if you don't know Chinese, then I have to find a way to teach you that doesn't require any Chinese, right? Some people are like, they're not good with counting blocks, or they're not good with this and that. Then I will change the way to explain it in another way, and it's just the king, right? Um, so for you guys, you're different from, let's say, some ex-disciples. So the way I teach you will be different, and it will always be a way that suits you, and fit, your style more. Um, Remember that all the system like these are pretty much empty if you just look at the system itself, because it doesn't do anything. Okay, it's not the system that is powerful or can do any prediction or whatever. It's not. even like tarot cards, right? There's nothing to the card itself. It is what you're talking to with the card that makes it accurate or makes it good as like the outcome. So if you talk to like your Yun San with the card and your Yun San is really crappy, then it's not going to give you much help. Okay, so it really depends on who you're talking to. Or any kind of divination tools, no matter it's a dice, a card, or whatever, it's just a tool, right? It's like I talk to you using stickers online, and stickers are like the tools. Okay, so you're talking to someone, and then you use sticker to relay a message. You get it? Okay, so it's not the sticker itself that is powerful; it's who you're talking to that actually matters. Okay, let's try to see if thing is back. Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf.
Tango Yankee 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Chejuan. It's so many knowledge and so many information about the deep, but I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I mean, like, it's learning and knowing outside of the lineage is good, like a tarot card and this and that, but I just wanna keep it simple. If I doing too hard, is my head right now is like wanna blow up, you know. Just uh, yeah, just keep it simple and then come to the class and then what you gonna teach to me or us? Yeah, just gonna follow and then trying to get it, you know. It's otherwise it's I don't know it's right or wrong, you know. And I just wanna make it, you know. This is according to the the lineage way, the Samno Joshi way. Nothing. Back to you. Tango Yankee 2, no, Delta November Go.
Okay. Um, well, again, div is something that requires experience and knowledge. At first, it is very normal to feel like blurry. I don't really know, and maybe you get like a new deck of cards, and you're like, oh, what can this mean? It's very normal to feel like that. But as you go, you learn from me, and the more you learn, the more you feel like, oh, okay, now it's getting more clear. Now it's getting more clear, right? When Samlo, I mean, like before Samlo, I also know like the Yiking and all that, but it was not good. Like the kind of knowledge I have was like whatever is out there, right? So it's not good. You need to memorize. You need to like have a book, and it's like if you don't follow the book, you're wrong. And when Samlo kicked in, I'm like totally shocked. They taught me the Yiking in like 10 minutes, and I get it already. It's like you don't need a book. Everything is like clear now. Oh, okay, it was like that. You see? Oh my God. So yeah, but of course, like to me, 10 minutes, to you maybe like 10 lessons. But but yeah, it was amazing how easy it is, and how many people are like overcomplicating things. So I have to say, if you like doing div, you are very lucky, because our system is very alive, and we aim at like the actual beef, the actual thing, and not to make it harder for you guys. So we want to make it easier for you guys, because div is only one way to talk to the god. Why make it so hard, right? But once you understand, you can make it hard, and then just like pretend to be cool. So it's up to you. But yeah, like I said, with a div, you're only talking to your God, and it's not like a fortune telling. It's not a dead answer. Okay. So right now I have did a div, like a random one. Okay. And I have a Yiking div and I want to ask, for example, how would um, Lei and Wing turn out to be according to right now, right? So my God checked them up, and here's the result. No, that's just not real. Okay, just an example. So the first, the top three lines represent like whatever happening now. Okay, like now. Okay, so now the situation. First line broken, second line broken, last line is positive. Okay, so what that means is in the D1, it doesn't look very good. In the D8, also not really good, but in the D6 is good. So it's like, yeah, they're like the mines are doing well, but the the other parts, it seems like they're going through some problems. Moving forward, what I'm seeing is three broken lines. Wow, that seems pretty bad, right? But the middle has a little thing. It has like a mark saying that it will change. So that is the thing that could change. So in D8, there's a change. But the D1 and D6 might get bad. Oh, what does that mean? Well, it means maybe 1 point later in the future, right? They will feel like, oh, our minds are not aligned, my minds are not doing well. But because of that argument or maybe that incident, they will get more physically bonded together. And so like just by looking at this, right? I feel that it's saying that in the future they might have a hurdle of like, oh, our thinking is not so alike, like that. But that might be a problem. So based on the div and based on what I'm sensing from the God, this is going to be the next thing that will come up. And then now I use a div cup and ask the God, is that what you mean, right? So after I kind of sense what the God wants to say, I ask the God with a div cup and confirm, and eventually I'll see what the problem is. And so this is like how you use the div. It's not like it the God say it's bad, it's supposed to be bad. You're like better off just break up. No, it's not. It's the God telling you what he is seeing, and based on that, what you can do to actually bring improvement or like to solve the problem, and then you will eventually get a better outcome, right? So this is the purpose of div. It's not like a dead answer to tell you it will be like this, and all you need to do is like just sit there and wait for it to happen. No, it's not. Okay, it's about what the God feels about the situation now and future. Then based on that, you try to find a way to like work it out, to fix problems in advance. So there you go. Okay, it is now 5:37 p.m. We'll end the net right here. 73 to all, and we'll see you back online. And then there's another net C tonight. And of course, it's hosted by Ha tonight. Okay, we'll see you there. See you back online. This is Tango Yankee 9, Yankee Uniform Echo, 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 Echo. It's clear.
Tango Yankee 2, Charlie Hotel, Golf Clear.
Tango Yankee 4, Lima, Echo, India.
Tango Yankee 2, Golf Echo India, clear.